there, and welcome to a tutorial on how to use online classes with IBTC. These online classes are not to be confused with our online portal, which is a study aid given to students when they sign up for our home study online. These online classes are end-to-end, and the classes, lecturer, and your classmates are built into the system. It's not a study aid, it's a full course which simulates being in class. Our online classes are often referred to as OCR, which I'll just mention in case I suddenly switch over to using the acronym OCR. So once you've registered for your online classes, or OCR, and you've chosen the start date, we will send you your login details. Once you get your login details, you use your email address and password to access the Hub platform. This is what the opening page will look like. It will say welcome and your name, and this is your dashboard with a big picture view of your studies. All the subjects you're registered for will be listed here under My Learning on the right-hand side, and it will show you the progress you've made on each subject so far. To the left is the timeline that shows if you have any activities or assignments coming up, and there's also a news and information area down at the bottom for any announcements. And on the grey bar, there are two areas, Home, where we are now, and My Learning, and where we want to go now is to My Learning. My Learning will show you all your current courses and learning resources. If you've got only one subject, it will show you one tile. If you have two subjects, you'll see two tiles. But because I have the full complement of IBTC courses, you can see a long list of subject tiles. If you've registered for an ACCA course, you'll also find that here. And today I'm going to show you the Advanced Performance Management course. At the top is your subject title and your progress bar. Your progress bar moves as you tick off each completed section. The forum here is the space where you will connect with your lecturer and your peers. So let's take a look at the forum. This is your primary communication portal with your tutors and your peers. So let's say you've watched a certain lecture and now you have a question. You would then come onto the portal, you would add a new discussion topic. And it's set up like an email. So in here, you can go into as much detail as possible about your question. You can even add attachments or images if you like, and your tutor will respond to your question in this forum. You can also see here your fellow classmates' questions and any responses from the tutor here as well. Let's go back to My Learning. The learning area opens up with some getting started information. In getting started, we see short video tutorials about what you can expect, as well as information about downloading the BPP mobile app. With the app on your smartphone, you can download the lectures and watch them offline. Here, you'll also see a number of videos giving you an introduction to the subject, ACCA's PER requirements, additional support, and guidance information. And lastly, there's a section on referenced resources. Here you'll find all the relevant soft copy material that's required for your course. Now that we've dealt with all the introductions, the main focus for you now are steps 1 to 8. And these contain all your learning, and it ends with a full-length mock exam here at step 8. At the bottom, you will see when your access will expire. So let's start by taking a look at step 1. When you open step 1, you'll see the assessment that you need to do for step 1. And here you'll see your pass mark. Once you've completed your assessment and ended the test, you get your mark immediately. Under your step 1 assessment, you'll see the different chapters relating to the step, as well as a skills checkpoint and further question practice. Once you've completed all the videos in these chapters and tick the skills checkpoints and finally completed your further question practice, you will now be ready to take your assignment. When you open up your assignment, you'll see it will simulate your CBE that you'll be required to write. You have a scratch pad and you have a calculator, and you would then click next and follow through to all the steps. But we won't go into detail on that now. Moving back to the dashboard and looking at the next steps, you'll see here and there are also additional skills checkpoints. This is just really to make sure that you're following the content at the right level and you're on track with your studies. Next, we really get into the revision summaries. Here you'll find short revision videos on key topics. These are really helpful in your final exam prep, just to pop into a particular chapter and have a look at a short video on the key content from that chapter. Once you've gone through all of your steps 1 to 7, it's now time for your final step, step 8. This is where you will find your final further question practice and your final assessment. Here under further question practice is a whole bank full of questions taken from previous papers that are specifically designed to get you to practice at the exam standard required for your final paper. Once you've completed this, you will then be ready to attempt your step 8, your final mock exam. Last but not least, there are all the solutions, debriefs, and additional resources are down the bottom here. So with numerous questions, skills checkpoints, assessments, debriefs, solutions, a final mock exam, an assessment submission schedule, a lecturer and classmates, you will now be exam ready. These exams are expensive and you need to pass first time, and you can do that by using the right resources first time around. Again, this is a world-class online resource which gives you access to global lecturers and a global standard. It's really like sitting in the front row of a class in the UK, conducted by lecturers who are also ACCA markers. IBTC's aim is to bring you global content available locally. Thank you so much for joining today. If you have any questions, please visit our website or email studentservices@ibtc.co.za.